10,000 ghosts in a MEGABONK run? What are you talking about? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I think this might break the game, but we'll find out, won't we? It's surprise. I mean, unsure what's gonna happen. We're playing with the 10,000 ghosts. This is probably not gonna work tremendously well because there is an object limit in the game. If you don't know what the ghosts do, every time you interact with an item or an object in the game, for instance, a pot or a chest or a shrine, it summons a bunch of ghosts that will, I don't think they do like crazy amounts of damage, but I'm hoping that we can just carry a run by virtue of purely their existence and their existence alone. I think that's going to be a little bit easier said than done, but nevertheless, we're playing as Bush. Just thought it'd be interesting to play with him today. We'll see what we can make happen. Welcome to the channel. Give the video a little sub, maybe a subscribe. Wait, can we kill? We immediately kill Bush as well. That's pretty huge. And suggest some other MEGABONK. I want to break the game. I need to figure out how to do that. So help me, okay? Help me figure out how to do it. Would projectile speed make these go faster? That's what I need to know. I might be the only guy to have ever taken projectile speed tome in the history of this game. Legendary. How easy is it to launch launch a cryptocurrency and rug pull it if a 15-year-old can do it? I think it's pretty easy, yeah. I think it's pretty easy. Especially with like the website like pump.fun that people use for it. It's just it's honestly like people should study it, man. I can't remember like what it is, like what the tweet is exactly, but it's like things that would happen if I made $1 million, so like won the lottery, and it's like I would change as a person, I would switch up on my day ones, I would forget where I came from, like, and it's true. Wait, hold on, I didn't get a chest there, and I think it might be because there's a cap on how many objects are on the screen, and there's like no room for anything to spawn because all the ghosts are taking up all the space, man. Tell the story. Okay, so I said in the last MEGABONK video that I would tell a story about like my friend who was very, very into altcoin, cryptocurrency stuff, and yeah, sure, you get what you want. He's not like a dumb guy in any regard. He always wants more, and I think like that's the problem, and that's the problem with all of it, is that like greed will devour us all. So like some days he'd come on Discord and we'd be ready to play some games, and then like, you know, 20 minutes into a game session or something like that, he would say like, I've just made £80,000. And we'd be like, what are you talking about? He's like, yeah, this like cryptocurrency called like Meow Coin that I put money into has just mooned, and it's worth like what the $3 grand that I put in is now worth 80,000, 70,000 pounds. And we're like, congratulations, man, like that's life-changing money, and like you can do so much to benefit your life and your mum and dad's life because he's still living at home. Yeah, and we're happy for him. We love him. He's a fantastic guy. So anyway, next day rolls around, we're playing games again. You say to him, have you cashed out that money? Like, is it in, have you sold it all? Nope. I stayed in, it crashed to 0, and I lost it all. And this has happened, I'm going to take mines, man. I've never taken mines. This has happened multiple times over the years where he's done exactly that. He's like made like 50 grand in a day and then lost 50 grand the next day. I've never ever seen him cash out. But he's done with crypto forever, like I think, or at least for the time being, until like maybe he gets bored and jumps back into things. And he left the community swinging, I think, right? I don't know, like, if it's people tend to make enemies when they're in these kinds of communities, or a lot of like butting of heads as far as it goes. But he got into some arguments with a crypto bro. Where is my ghosts? Come help me, please. He got into some arguments with crypto bros or whatever, and then I think they made like a threat about some guns or something like that, and he reported them, and they were banned on Twitter. And some people care a lot about their Twitter accounts, like a lot. Like if it's basically like their identity at that point, right? Like this guy was furious that he lost his Twitter account, and he started a new one, and he was posting videos, and the guy looks fucking ridiculous, by the way. He looks like Riff Raff, and he was posting all these videos, like, yeah, he was putting like a bounty on my friend's head, trying to get people to dox him, because my friend's like Twitter account is like completely faceless, because he, you know, adheres to some kind of online security. So this guy's like putting like thousands of dollars on a bounty to anybody that can dox him. And like threatening to fly to the UK to like fucking like kill him and shit like this, man. And I was just like, that's one way to leave the community, man. That's one way to leave. It was unbelievable, dude. I may have picked like the worst weapon lineup you've ever seen in your entire life, but it might be goated. Do you know that Rumpelstiltskin is from Glasgow from Once Upon a Time? Yeah, Robert Carlyle. I used to live around the corner from him. I used to like go trick-or-treating at his house. I'm familiar. He lived like one street down from where I used to live. We used to shout train spotting quotes at him when he would walk to the wine shop near where me and my friends used to hang out. He did not appreciate that. He did not appreciate that. But he knew, man. He knew. He just walked. He kept quiet. I love this acting in Stargate universe. Yeah. I don't mean to make it sound like Glasgow's the smallest place on Earth, but it's just a coincidence that like I happen to live around the corner from him. If he actually made £80,000 and then threw it away, he deserved perma. But the way Ross describes it, it seems like he's not, which is wild. He deserves perma what? Well, he didn't throw it away. He either believed stupidly in the project too much, or wanted more and didn't get it, you know? Both are bad things, right, that happened. But like, yeah, I don't know. We tried to convince him, man. But there's sometimes, you know, there's no... Apart from, like, slapping him and tying him down and forcing him to cash out, I don't know how you, like, how do you win on this situation, you know? I'll take XP, though. How do we as friends get somebody to positively change their life when they don't want to, you know? It's a difficult one, man. It's not a situation where you find yourself in regularly, I'd imagine. If he actually made 80 or 50k and didn't immediately cash it, I assume he's pretty rich already. Well, he's not that he's rich under any circumstances. He now makes like a decent amount of money from Twitter posting like memes and stuff. Like I'd say like across all of his pages, like anywhere from £3,000 to £6,000 a month. But he lives at home. He did live at home. He's at university now. I can't remember what he's studying. Maybe something to do with like marketing or something like that. I need to find an interactable like quite soon. Oh my Jesus. Okay, these things will protect me. How am I gonna kill the final boss with this? Am I really going all the way over here for what'd you call it? Like a chest? Yeah, I mean, when you're not having to pay rent and you're living at home, like, losing that amount of money doesn't really mean anything because, like, you're not spending it or you don't need to spend it anyway. Like, you need to make, like, marginally less money. When I was living at home, I'd pay, like, you know, 300, 400 quid a month or whatever, and that was, like, God I wish it was all I had to pay these days, you know? That if you have like a job or whatever, then money accumulates pretty quickly and you don't really need that much. You know, you can buy any video game that you want that comes out when you're living at home. Even if you're still paying like some money to like cover a bit of the rent, you know? If shit went tits up for me, I'd very happily live back at home. I'd love to be paying like 300 quid in rent and like get my mummy meals back, man. I'd love to have like my mother home cook my meals every night. That should be crazy, dude. I love it. You can't beat a mummy meal. Making G's from Twitter shitposting sounds miserable. Does it sound miserable? It sounds like it probably is. I think it's harder than it looks, right? But like it's. I mean, is it not like the dream job of like you basically having to do nothing? Like, I don't know. I think a lot of people would like very heavily envy that job. And it's not like he even considers it a job. He just does it and it makes money. It's not like he's like he like I think he would self-report himself as being unemployed. Like he's not like proud of it or like I guess he is proud of it because the pages are big. But I don't think it's like he's like, oh yeah, I'm such a genius. Like he just did it and it happened, right? Let's go for a little bit of Height. I guess I should make my way towards the boss now. I should really not be spending cash on chests. I should be saving them for situations where I am in need of ghosts and there's no pots around. Are we taking into consideration that Britain is expensive as hell for no reason? Yeah, we should, because it is. Ooh, how does Twitter shitpost even make profit? Like who pays them? It's like Twitter Blue or whatever, you know? I can't explain to you how it works because I don't understand it because I don't do it. Even on like my RossBoomsocks account, I've never paid for Twitter Blue or nothing, so. But obviously, like, if it's getting like, you know, it probably doesn't pay like anything per view. But if he's getting like 100 million, because I would sometimes like see giant accounts reposting him without realizing it's him, and I'll be like, oh, and then it turns out it was from him all along. And yeah, I don't know, man. It's just 21st century useless job, eh? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe useless, maybe not. I don't know. It's like entertainment, the entertainment industry, which is like kind of always historically been like an inflated ecosystem where people get paid a little bit too much for what they actually do, myself included, I suppose. Like when I was running Psycho with like a group of employees, my channel was making like 5 figures a month. And all I did was like to play League of Legends for like half an hour a day. I don't think that's what I am worth, frankly. But like the market dictated that it was, you know? The market dictated that I was worth 5 figures a month, apparently. Now granted, I parlayed that into a pandemic, then trying to keep like 10 people employed for like way longer than I ever should have in order to not have to fire people during a pandemic and then basically have no money now. But so again, that is the market correcting itself, I would say, but still. At one point, your boy was a hot commodity, man. Mamacita. Yeah, it probably does change based on who's watching. How much did you make from the Family Guy recaps? I made £0 from the Family Guy recaps. First of all, it wasn't even my channel. I was just the voice of the channel. And then I think like it got like told it wasn't getting monetized because it was like copyrighted content, which makes a lot of sense. I mean, I didn't lose anything out of it except like 10 minutes of my day every other day, so it kind of like isn't. It's not the end of the world. I'm not like staying up at night being like, fuck, man. The Family Guy channel was a gold mine. I lost out on it. I'm sad that it like didn't do better and like it kind of just got stopped because like I think like at least initially of the first 3 comments that existed on the channel, one of them was like, "Isn't that RossBoomsocks?" So like I can only imagine how good it would have gotten and how fucking incredible it would have been if like it could have been a new renaissance for me, man. If like the video was getting 100 million views a month and everybody's like, what the fuck, isn't this like the League of Legends guy from like 5 years ago? What the hell is happening? Why is he doing Family Guy videos? I should really like put my voice into like an LLM or something to train it just to see where my voice actually ends up, you know? Like, hey, you can use my voice, you don't have to pay me any money. I just want to see where it gets used. I can imagine there's gonna be a lot of bad things that come out of that. I think I'm already realizing that's a bad idea, and almost certainly that's not something I want to be doing actually. But for a moment, doing the cum bucket challenge, dude. You already know it, buddy. You already know it. Sometimes the chests aren't spawning. This one did, but sometimes the chests aren't spawning because we reached the object limit in the game. Oh, it's up in the tree. Can I? There we go. Drugan, thank you much for the sub. Imagine something like the MCU's Jarvan, but with Ross's voice. Jarvis, you mean? Jarvis? Fry cookers balls for me. I'm thinking like people doing JOIs with my voice or something, man. That'd be crazy. Introduce him to mods. Introduce him to DeviantArt. What's wrong with DeviantArt, man? There's a lot of culture that's that originated on DeviantArt, man. You gotta respect it. You gotta respect the culture. I really don't know why I took mines, to be honest. I really need shield, man. Have I been ignoring shield this whole time? Tell me I haven't. Please interact. Fitness and interactable. Shield. Bosh. A bosh! Why did I take projectile speed, man? I need these ghosts to sort me out, man. Help me. I still don't know why, like, whenever I press RT, my controller goes and like moves me forward. Small Fry, thanks so much for the sub, I appreciate it. Oh, dude, you can stack the mines? Ooh. That's kind of swag, you know? It was Jarvis, yeah. Did I not say Jarvis? What did I say? You said Jarvan. I was like, you got a League of Legends character in Marvel Universe now? I'd love to interview Mark Wahlberg, man. I seen a video of like Mark Wahlberg recently, I was like, man, he just seems like such a fascinating person. I'd love to ask him what it was like to beat up 3 Chinese people at once. Like, just talk about every bad thing that he's done in the past, man. He's such a strange guy. Like, I feel like he's done like some hate crimes and stuff in the past. He was like, he's convinced that if he was on the plane like during 9/11 that it wouldn't have gone down like that. Like, there's something in his brain that is like categorically incorrect, man. I'm just like, I'd love to speak to him, man. I'd love to talk to him. Imagine a Roman sitting there watching this. Yeah, dude. Like, you ever, like, do you ever meet somebody that talk, like, I know, not me, right? I'm not talking about me. I don't want to hear me in this conversation, right? That talks, like, complete nonsense, but not, like, kind of, like, they're just saying things, right? Like, maybe they believe in, like, some pure crazy, like, conspiracy theories. Like, there's a part of my brain that loves listening to it, man. I was, like, at, like, a barbecue, like, not long ago, and, you know, was sat down with somebody who shall remain nameless, that was talking about, like, how the government is, like, pouring chemicals trails via, like, commercial airplanes onto us, and, like, it's turning people gay and shit. And I was like, oh, how interesting. I didn't know that. I didn't see, like, when I go into it, I'm like, I like to go into it as if they're teaching me something. Because, like, then they, like, really start getting into the nitty-gritty of everything. You're like, I did not know that the government makes people gay. How interesting. Could you tell me more? It's so good. I love it, dude. I love it, man. I think we gotta go Golden Shield because we do have a Kevin. Sometimes I wonder if one of the 12 apostles were to take a look at this, what would they think? I think Judas would think this shit rocks, man, to be fair. He'd think this game fucking goes crazy hard, man. A feudal age peasant comes across Megabonk. How does he react? You talk about, like, Victorian children, how they would, like, explode if they touched Megabonk, like, one time. But need I remind you that they were, first of all, working mines up chimneys and also, like, taking cocaine to, like, cure tummy aches back then. I think they're a lot sturdier than you give them credit for. I think that, like, we as a species are probably the weakest we've ever been, given our modern day luxuries, and I don't think you'd put nearly enough respect on a feudal age peasant than you should. Because, like, let's be honest, like, average pig farmer in, like, 7th century England would absolutely murk both of us put together, you know? They would cart us, man. There would be no question about it, man. They're busy, like, rearing sows and shit like that all day long, and if they don't do it, like, they don't get to save up a tuppence to eat, like, a slice of bread. Well, they haven't even invented sliced bread at this point in the timeline, so they're saving up to, like, get a fistful of bread, man. Weakest in what sense? I mean, like, we don't toil anymore. I mean, like, we don't really go through hardships like we used to. I'm not saying that in a way that, like, we should and our society is weak. Like, I'm not one of these people that's like, we are creating weak men. Which way, Western man? I just mean that, like, we have a lot of, like, creature comforts and luxuries that make us, like, generally the weakest, you know, we ever been, I suppose, as I've said before. Like, we're not toiling, we're not, like, we have machines to do all the extremely hard labor for us now. You know, we're not necessarily required to toil anymore, and that's a good thing. We shouldn't be toiling. Who's got the fucking time to toil, man? I don't want to reap, I just want to sow, you know? That's what I'm saying. I got absolutely no interest in reaping, just sowing. No, sowing. I got no interest in sowing, just reaping, sorry. The mines are kind of cool, I like how they stack up and then do nothing. Caught me that? Let's do the boss here. You know what? Just give me anything. Let it ride. 1200 AC Crusaders would absolutely murk us if they were to see this shit. I don't think they would like really understand. Oh, brother. But that being said, people were, you know, they weren't exactly that intelligent back then. Do you know what? Like watching Riverdale was interesting because we're like at the part where they're playing a game called what's it called? Not Griffins and Gargoyles, and B didn't know about like D&D in the 80s, like how people thought it was like occult rituals to like summon Satan, and you know it was like this scare thing of like, oh, our kids are getting into like demonic rituals. So I had the pleasure of pausing the being the worst person to watch a TV show with, and pausing the show and being like, let me teach you something here about what was going on when D&D was like kind of in the mainstream media when it first came out or whatever. Ross on the MEGABONK, I still remember how much fun I had watching you play League back then. I TM still play League of Legends. That being said, I've had a bit of a bad run of luck with health recently. So I've not, like, it's on the second channel, but I've not been able to like do videos for the second channel because like once again, as I say, I've been like super ill, and you gotta make a judgment call, and it's like, do I work on the main channel or the second channel? And the answer is, of course, the main one. Get myself some regen. I still like League. I feel like it's been like a while since I played though, and I'm wondering what's changed. Probably, I'm going to assume absolutely nothing. I still keep up to date with stuff though, for the most part. Like I've got, when I go on Twitter, it's all just like League of Legends. I go in the League of Legends subreddit, see what's happening. I've heard that Baus has started to buy health pots, which is very exciting. Just actually re-downloaded League a couple weeks after not playing for 3-4 years. I mean, like, not really that much has changed as far as I can tell, apart from like there's probably like some new characters, but not many. So like you're I don't even think the items, I mean, I guess maybe when you left, we still had mythic items, and they're not there anymore. Now we have Feats of War, and we have like Atakan, and a type of Baron. The type of Baron kind of changes, but not to any measurable degree where you have to care. That's pretty much it. Beyond that, like, I don't know, man. You should be able to get back in the saddle like pretty quick, I suppose. Does one human win against 1,000 cockroaches? I would probably say yeah. Depends. Well, it doesn't really depend. I don't know how do cockroaches like hunt. I don't think they're not really predators, are they? Do they have like, can they bite humans? Do people get bitten by cockroaches? I've never seen a cockroach in my life. Wait, we don't really have them here, so like I'm not familiar with their ball, you know? Yeah, a few new characters and items. Been really enjoying Arena. I guess have you ever played Arena? Like, I think it was out before. Like, it's been out for a long time. I don't know, man. Actually, I'm not sure. Actually, no, 4 years? No, it wasn't. Arena wasn't out then. So you would have missed. You would have missed it. I think you played it once or twice. You may have left at the beginning of Arena first coming out, but I do remember I got like an absolute bollocking from like an old viewer. Dear God. Where like somebody came in and they're like, I haven't played the League in a year. What is this game mode? And it was Arena. And I was like, what do you mean you haven't played in a year? This game has been like, it's like been out for like 4 months at this point. And then before that, it's been like out every 3 months for the last like 3 years. And they're like, you're such an asshole, man. Like, why? I asked a simple question. And I was like, fuck, man. I'm sorry, but like, if everybody came in asking that question, man, it's like super easy to find out what it is, bro. Like, shit, man, I'm sorry, it's not an ego thing, it's just like it's just an economical thing. Like, you can only answer a question so many times before, like, especially when it's like a really obvious answer, you can find yourself in the less time than it takes to ask me on a delay, you know? I'm gonna ask you, need to ask you to do some fucking legwork yourself here, Chief. I'm sorry to report. So anyway, I lost a subscriber that day. It's a bit sad, but it did give me a good little terror, so I'm kind of happy with it. I'm sure there are poisonous cockroaches. I have no idea, man. Have you ever seen a cockroach? I've never seen one. I don't know if you have them in Greece. Maybe? I definitely wouldn't like to be face to face with 1,000 cockroaches. All them creepy crawlies, they creep me out. Wouldn't like that one bit. You know, I just did that voice and it very much reminded me of one of my old... I don't want to say friends because it makes it feel like I'm responsible for him in some way. But like a guy I used to hang out with in high school who, his fake name, if he was ever caught by police, he claimed to be Dante Strife. With a completely straight face. And despite my thing of like, do not refer to yourself as that, because that is the lamest shit I've ever heard, he was like convinced it was gas. So I have a question that I should have known. I should know at this point. Does entering through a portal maintain the ghosts that you have at your disposal? Because if not, I'm kind of cooked. Like, I'm in a lot of trouble when we get through to the boss, because 10,000 ghosts is not gonna... 10,003 ghosts is not gonna do it for me, unfortunately. I just remember spending a lot of time after school watching you and Yasuo. Really enjoyable time in life. Do you think it's, like, better or worse that... Like, we both took a fork in the road. This is no disrespect to Yasuo, right? But we both obviously went down a different path. He went down like gambling slot machine streams and like losing hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I went down doing the exact same thing for years, and now I play like indie games, I guess, for, you know, 1,000 people a day or something like that. Some kind of a dwindling number, I suppose. Which one's worse? I pray that I took the right path, man. There's a fork in the road either of us could have taken, and I just pray that I took the right one. Granted, he's probably living in a penthouse or something, or either that, or he's moved to like Thailand or somewhere that's like lower cost of living, in order to maintain a certain level of quality of life. But you got no problems with spiders? They're cool. See, I got no problems with spiders until I saw some big bitches when I was trying to unclog my toilet, man. There's like a grate outside my house that I didn't even know existed that led to like the main sewer line. And dear lord, man, they were called false widows, and they bite as well, and they can fuck you up. Not kill you, but they'll like leave massive like big welts on you and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, I can deal with spiders, man, but like if you can hear them, like the guy, the plumber that was like doing the shit was like hitting them and killing them, but you could hear them crack. I was like, that's too big. That's too big a spot. You shouldn't be able to hear it crack when you squish it. Because that's fucking terrifying, actually. Mines. I don't know why I took mines, man. It's kind of stupid. I've got to spend all my money before I leave. I need to spend it all. What the hell is this chest? Am I stupid? Oh, it's there. People still watch him though, right? He's not watched all. He's probably getting more viewers than I do. Ooh! Holy fuck. That was a big kill. I mean, he's definitely lost a lot of people, right? But then if you're looking for a loyal crew of people to watch it, I dare say you don't get better than the gambling addicts, right? they kind of lock in, man. The mines are pretty large, man. I've never used the mines before. They seem quite fun. If you went size and just had gigantic mines like flying all over the place, like size and attack speed or something. Cha. I saw recently, like today, which I thought was really, really funny. A CS GoPro got like sent some skins on the game so that he could play a match with them by XQC, and then the pro just like sold them. he just sold the items for like 100 grand or something, and the XQC was like, what the fuck? It's so funny, dude. I mean, I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, if that happened to me, I'd be like, fuck, man. That'd be like a really, I would give it back, but like, it would be a hard one to do. You'd hope that there's some kind of trust test here, and he'd be like, you gave back the 150k gun. Here's 50k for your loyalty and for your, you know, as a multi-millionaire. Here's your money. Here's some money for being a good guy, and I'd be like, ooh. There's no way. Oh, Charlie, this is not a good time for you, mate. There's no way to trigger an interactable here, is there? So basically, all this just to have the ghost not do anything in the final fight. I mean, they got us here, I suppose. Oh wait, they actually do damage to it? I thought they wouldn't. Oh, never mind. I thought they only did damage to shields. Buddy. Oh my god. Oh my god, I fell off, man. I'm gonna scream. Ay, ay, ay. Ouchie. Oh, he's gone behind the monitor, hasn't he? Okay, just don't start rubbing on or touching or grabbing or biting or pulling anything back there, and we're chill, okay? Oh my god. I need to get the boss over this side. Hello, mate. No. Stop it. Come on, boy. Come on. You don't need to do this. My life steal to pull out a little bit here. Oh, but I've got Kevin. I forgot. The mines are completely and utterly useless. Respect, man. Respect. Respect the mines. Respect the mines. Charlie. Hold on. Charlie, what are you doing? I caramba, dude. I should not have gone for the middle pylon there. I'm gonna die. I'm like straight, I'm gonna die. I need to get my shield back. What are you? Listen. Okay, you're actually just jumping down on your own. That's perfect, my guy. That's my boy. Oh no 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 no! Oh no 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 no! Wait! I made a mistake, dude. I heard a noise and I thought it was the thing triggering. Oh my god, he wombo comboed me, man. He actually wombo comboed me. I got like hit by the orb and he pre-fired my direction, man. Oh, it's been a while since I haven't succeeded in one of them. 21 billion damage from the ghosts. Shame I couldn't take them with me and to the last boss. That was still fun though. I had a good time with it. Thank you so much for watching another modded Megabonk. I greatly appreciate it. I'll see you all next time. Look at all this. All these Noels and then there's 2 Mega Chads, man. That's what the leaderboard should look like. Hell yeah. Oh, I should probably say as well, just on the off chance. I think I forgot to do it at the beginning of this video. Upload the leaderboards is turned off, just in case you're wondering. But yeah, have a good one. I'll see you all next time. Suggest down below, subscribe, give the video a like. Have a great one.